Brother Jake with Maohi Custom Works, coming to you guys from the Big Island. There you go. I'm going to give you guys a quick review of my Frankenstein build 100 centimeter carbon roller that I put together a couple weeks ago. It all starts with the Pathos D'Angelo 2 handle, which I got from Spear America. So Brother Petros, mahalo. And I switched it out with the upgraded booster trigger kit with side line release. Very simple, works really well. The original stock line release pin, as soon as that drops, the tension from the shooting line pulls the side line release over. Works really well. So Petros, mahalo from Spear America. Another shout out to Brother Andrew over at Nautilus Spearfishing, who hooked me up with this Nautilus 100 centimeter carbon tube. Really nice tube. So for any of you who always wanted to look into building your own carbon gun, check out Nautilus Spearfishing. Give Brother Andrew a call. He'll hook you up. These carbon tubes fit real nicely to any of the Pathos products. I had no issues getting that handle to fit nicely in there. I am using a Mantis roller head, which I bought with intention of using it with a Rob Allen barrel. So it was slightly bigger than the insides of this carbon tube, so I just took some sandpaper and got it down to where it fit nice and snug. I did seal both ends using this Loctite marine sealant, transparent. You want to use the transparent and not white, just so that you get a nice clear bead when the sealant dries up. You do have to insert stoppers into the barrel. Get your measurements from the part that will get seated in from the muzzle and handle. I did give myself just enough spacing, just in case I needed that handle and muzzle to sit nice and flush in there. Because if you're short, you'll end up with some spacing on there, and that'll screw you up. Nice Aussie reel, Cuda reel from Brother Gabriel at Aussie Reels USA. Big mahalo. Got a nice Rob Allen 7mm shaft that I'm using from Neptonics. So, and also the Mantis roller head is also from Neptonics, along with my no rut bungee that I'm using. For those of you guys who really dislike that clatter that your clips or swivel when it hits the barrel, all I did was use shrink tubing, got it on there, heated it up, and cut it nice and tight on there. It works really well. Problem solved. I did have to do a little bit of modification with the Mantis roller head to fit this stainless steel shackle on there to use as a front line guide for my reel line. I'm using 5/8 Hatch Monster Green rubbers. So mahalo, Brother Mike from Hatch Customs. Looks really nice. As far as the pre-tension goes, I've got my line wrapped around the trigger guard. I know it doesn't look nice as neat with this being wrapped around the reel, but I didn't want it going through the base there. If not, it won't be sitting nice and flush against the barrel tube. So I just opted to let it run around the reel and around the trigger guard. I got no issues with that. Works just fine. I do have some what do you call, cable ties to give it a little bit more pinch and tension to keep the line from sliding as you're putting the bands back. So here's another one there, and I think that helps a lot. But other than that, gun shoots real nice and smooth. Love the booster kit on this Pathos handle. Love the trigger. I used it only one time so far, but great results. I opted not to use the kicker band. I don't think it's necessary. But these 5/8 bands did a great job shooting this 7mm shaft. So those of you interested in building your own roller gun or pipe gun using a carbon tube, highly recommend these tubes from Nautilus Spearfishing. As you can see, the shaft sits nice and flush. There is an integrated rail on the carbon tube, so no spacing whatsoever. And the thing just works. Okay. Alright guys, thanks for checking this out, and hope this gave some of you some motivation to get out there and finally build that gun that you've always wanted to build. Brother Jake from Maohi Custom Works. Aloha.